snakes. They're cold, they're slimy, they're not cuddly, beady little black eyes, and they bite. If most people saw a snake in their garden, they would not think about the fact that Pennsylvania only has 3 poisonous types of snakes. They would look for a shovel. They want to kill it. Now, this is not a lecture on archaeology, study of snakes. So why are we talking about snakes? Well, you know, in the Bible, snakes are sometimes called serpents. And the Bible does talk about serpents. In fact, in this symposium, we are going to discuss this talk and the next 3 enemies that we face. And the first one, the one we're talking about now, Satan the devil, is called the original serpent. We're going to discuss Jehovah God's promise to eliminate all 3 enemies: Satan the devil, this wicked world around us, and our own fallen flesh. So, let us consider first, what is God's promise? Second, why can we be sure it will come true? And finally, how does this affect us? To discuss God's promise, we need to go back to man's beginning in the Garden of Eden. There we find Jehovah's promise to get rid of Satan, the original serpent. Let's examine this promise together at Genesis chapter 3 and verse 15. Genesis 3:15, it says, "And I," that's Jehovah, "shall put enmity between you," that's Satan the devil, "and the woman," Jehovah's organization of loyal spirit creatures, "and between your seed," that is those who choose to do Satan's will, "and her seed," Jesus Christ and the anointed. "He," that is Jesus, "will bruise you, Satan, in the head, and you, Satan, will bruise him, the Messiah, in the heel." Yes, this bruising will take place in 2 parts. The initial phase is when Satan is hurled into the abyss for 1,000 years. The final phase occurs when he is hurled into the lake of fire and salt. Why can we be sure that this promise will come true? There are 3 reasons. The first, powerful demons begged Jesus while he was on the earth not to hurl them into the abyss. Even at that time, when Jesus was a human, those demons, bullies though they were, recognized the power he had over them to restrain them at any time he chose. The second reason, after the establishment of God's kingdom in 1914, Jesus hurled Satan and his demons from the heavens. So Jesus has already proved that he possesses the power to triumph over Satan. Jesus' next act against our first enemy, Satan, will be hurling him into the abyss. The third reason we can find in Romans chapter 16 and verse 20. Please turn with me there to Romans 16 and verse 20. It says, "For his part, the God who gives peace will crush Satan under your feet shortly." Yes, after Satan is released from the abyss, Christ will break his head, crush him into pieces. Do you not long to see our enemy, public enemy number 1, crushed like a poisonous snake? Well, today, Satan is still alive. His venom surrounds us throughout this world. Everything he does is a scheme that is designed to move mankind away from God. What a relief when Satan will be gone. Imagine how different we will feel when that chief taunter is gone, no longer pushing us in the wrong direction. At this time, we would like to interview 3 individuals. They have different backgrounds, and they want to share how they look forward to relief from some pressure exerted by Satan. First, we have Sister Christy Franklin, who is the wife of an elder. She and her husband are busy volunteering in regional building projects in Kingdom Halls. They also own their own small business. Sister Franklin, how do you look forward to a relief from pressure from Satan?
Well, it would be such a relief to be free from the financial pressures going on in our Satan system. While we have flexibility because we are self-employed, it is still a challenge to balance our regular work and theocratic building projects. And it always seems without fail, whenever we do have a project, we either have too much work or too little work, and both circumstances present challenges of their own. With Jehovah's help, it always works out. But what a wonderful relief it would be when we can devote all of our time, resources, and energy to kingdom building projects and no longer have to worry about the financial pressures of the Satan system.
Thank you so much, Sister Franklin. Next, we'd like to talk to Brother Jack Schaefer. Brother Schaefer is an elder in the congregation. He's a field service group overseer, and he is retired, so there's some measure of financial freedom there. Brother Schaefer, what relief from Satan's pressure would you look forward to seeing?
Well, what I'm looking at right now is stage 5 kidney disease, and that with dialysis. So with this, it takes between my wife and I 8 to 12 hours every day to perform the dialysis and the equipment with it. So consequently, scheduling anything, field service, meetings, conventions, or assemblies becomes a problem, and I have to reschedule the dialysis to fit. But I know shortly all it's going to be taken care of by Jehovah, and I'm going to take it on.
Certainly look forward to that. Thank you, Brother Schaefer. Finally, Sister Sonia Wentz recently graduated from high school and just finished her first year of regular pioneers, and she's looking forward to Pioneer School next month. You live at home with your parents. Sister Wentz, what pressures would you look forward to being gone with Satan's removal?
Well, I know that a lot of young ones, even the Jews, are enticed into living their home. Despite having the blessing of living in a household where both parents are faithful servants of Jehovah, I look forward to Jehovah's righteousness system, because you'll be free from so many of the pressures that we have today, but also the independent spirit that is so prevalent in young ones. Many high schools recommend that we should attend a 4-year college, but as the Faithful Street Study recommends, that we should take full advantage of our high school years. Thus, by doing so, I'm fully able to focus my pioneer service and keeping Jehovah and his organization sincere in my life.
Thank you very much. Friends, just like those interviews, don't each of us look forward to some specific relief from pressure when our foremost enemy, Satan, is gone?